Ang iniisip ko na lang lagi is kapwa ko naman sila Pilipino.
Alexander's parents then moved him to a remote town near Marawi City. He's now part of an educational peacekeeping campaign organized by World Vision, an international NGO committed to helping underprivileged children.
Doon isusulat yung karakteristik ng good leader.
World Vision estimates that about 24% of school youths are conscripted as child soldiers by Muslim militants.
Then susulat mo dito yung mga karakteristik.
Doon po sa training namin, may nakasama kami doon na bata na mga 11 years old. Meron pa yata hindi lumampas ng 10. Yung iba pong mga bata, tinuruan ng baril, tinuruan din paano umayos ng baril. Pero yung iba, hindi naman nila tinuruan na umawak ng baril. Ang pinapagawa lang, mag-igib ng tubig. Yun yung pinapagawa sa kanila.
Pero bago yun, is understand.
Through several workshops, Alexander was taught about the origins of conflict and the best way to end the fighting.
Oo, masusolusyonan talaga ng komunikasyon kasi kung magkakaunawaan naman sila, kung makakapag-usap sila ng maayos, kung may peace talk na magaganap is yung hinanakit ng bawat isa is pwede nilang i-share, and then sa pamamagitan ng pagbahagi nila ng mga sarili nilang dinadamdam is pwede itong maayos.
And peace talks are exactly what's needed with this community. Alexander's neighbors who used to be fighting for Islam.
Kailangan naming intindihin yung mga Christian, mga kahit anong religion para po maka-build o maka-promote ng peace. Kasi kung hindi po namin sila iintindihin, is magkakaroon talaga ng conflict. Kasi paglalaban namin yung religion namin na Islam, na ito yung totoong religion, pumasok kayo sa amin. At sila naman na ipaglalaban yung sa kanila, hindi kami papasok dyan. So, yun, magkakaroon ng conflict, problema, gulo.
All that Alexander and his friends want to do is to initiate a small change that will create a ripple effect within the community, which has suffered from years of relative inaction and neglect. 4 years after the siege, Marawi remains largely buried in rubble. The city is like a world frozen in time. Many of the residents are still living in temporary shelters long after the battle, with nothing much to live and hope for.
I mean, people will basically say, "See, you know what the government has done. They've ignored us. They've let us down again." And so, yeah, that's why we're going to continue fighting. You know, why are we going to want to join a government like this?
Kami ay biktima ng gera. Wala kaming kaalam-alam at kailangan namin ng, kumbaga, deserve namin yung hustisya para sa amin.
4 years after Marawi siege, parang yung dating ano namin, walang nabago.
Biar saya jelaskan once and for all, untuk UMNO menjadi dominan sama-sama PN semula.
It ruled Malaysia for 61 years, but it lost its grip on power 3 years ago amidst a massive corruption scandal.
One NDP kept it all. It represented everything that was wrong.
It has now returned to power as part of the new governing coalition.
But now they're fighting each other.
Can Barisan Nasional make a comeback? The future of Barisan Nasional, Insight, Thursday on CNA.
Every day, the financial world goes through dramatic rise and falls. We'll track the biggest market movers and show you where the opportunities lie. Get the experts' take on the performance of key indices. Plus all the analysis to help you understand forces driving global economies. business news you need. Only on CNA. This segment is brought to you by Xeon Corporation.
我是 Lauren， 这是我的爸爸 Gil， 这是我的弟弟 Adam， 这是我的妈妈 Morgan。
The Foucaults are from France. It's are the Le Chatelier family.
One of our son is born here, so definitely also it makes a special link.
But both families have made Singapore their second home. What is life like in their home away from home? Wednesday on CNA.
There's still apprehension on how the one country, two systems political system will continue to evolve. But it's the resilience of the people, holding on to their culture proudly, and strong institutions all help to make Hong Kong what it is today, and the hope of a better tomorrow. Roland Lim, CNA, Hong Kong.
As I live my life, I am increasingly surprised by my strength, my determination, by the power of my beliefs. I find reward in the honesty of my endeavors, proud of what I have achieved, and convinced there is much more I can do.
This is Asia Tonight.
Good evening, I'm Dawn Tan. Tonight's top stories. Singapore tightens border controls and urges people to limit social gatherings after a spike in local coronavirus infections. Vaccination centres in Mumbai closed down. They've run out of doses a day before India is to roll out inoculations to all adults. A warning that the military coup could unravel years of progress in Myanmar. A humanitarian crisis is unfolding on the border with Thailand. Japan says the Tokyo Olympics must not burden regional medical systems. There are worries that plans to test athletes daily will tax health resources. And anger in Israel as it mourns 44 people killed in a stampede at a religious festival.
I'm C-Fly. Also tonight, Indonesia pays the last respects to the submarine crew who died. The Navy is preparing to salvage the sub from the seafloor. 100 days into his presidency, Joe Biden shows he's in no rush to prioritize the Middle East.
I'm Elizabeth Yu with your Asia Business Update. No more free rein. China's tech giants affected by clampdowns on several fronts. Plus, DBS now eyeing Citigroup's Asian assets after reporting a stellar quarterly showing.
Singapore is tightening its borders and stepping up measures due to the worrying COVID-19 situation locally and around the world. From Sunday, the city-state will bar all long-term pass holders and short-term visitors with a recent travel history to Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal and Pakistan. That's on top of earlier restrictions on arrivals from India. There will also be tighter measures on social gatherings following a spike in local cases, including a cluster at a public hospital. The health minister says that the situation over the next few days will be critical and will be closely monitored. Tan So-hui joins us live now for more on this. So-hui, why are authorities closing the borders for travellers from these countries?
So the Singapore authorities, they're monitoring the situation around the world, especially in India. As we know, the situation is worsening. And in Singapore, we've noticed recent sharp increases in cases reported by Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. So the government is clamping down on the visitors who are coming from these countries. They include long-term and short-term pass holders, and this will begin from 1st May. That is tomorrow, 23:59. Now, those already here have to serve 21-day stay-home notice. Now, also for Thailand travelers coming over here, they will have to serve a 14-day stay-home notice in dedicated facilities. Previously, they were able to opt out out of these dedicated facilities and serve that notice at home. So now that is not allowed. They will have to serve their notice at dedicated facilities.
So, public places that were visited by those confirmed cases from Tan Tock Seng Hospital, they're going to be closed for 2 days. That's as part of measures to stop community spread. Can you tell us more about that?
Now, that's because of this growing cluster at Tan Tock Seng Hospital. It's the first hospital cluster in Singapore. Just to contextualize, 1 million residents, they serve 1 million residents.